Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is LOVIANA. I am student of English department at the University of 17 Agustus 1945 Semarang. And now, I want to tell you about privilege. Hope you enjoy it. Have you ever heard of it? Children of rich people who are successful because of their privilege from their parents. Privilege itself has a meaning as the ownership of privilege by individual or group that are not owned by other parties. When there is addiction, they are successful because of their privilege of their parents. Obviously, we agree that the parent wealth factor can facilitate children. Maybe that is so. But the discussion of privilege does not only rely on how rich parents are. Privilege without the support of other things such as safe quality, hard work, and having skill optimizing those privileges cannot always be successful. For example, Krista here, Valencia Tanusudipyo, or Putri Tanjung. For example, who are the children of rich people can be said to be crazy rich. Apart from having the privilege of being the children of a rich person, their success is also balanced with skill, qualified intellect, and indeed people who have sufficient educational privilege, a supportive environment, and yes, there are people who are also able to optimize themselves. Factor of education, health, and decent living facilities to support their life can be accessed with their wealth. Where all this facility can only be paid for and increased in value with money. So, the factor of rich people children has the opportunity to success is more wide open because of the rich people hereditary factor. So, are the poor people not privileged? The problem is that the poor are the ordinary, not rich and not poor, belong to an affluent family. The possibility of having the opportunity to open up their privilege can be developed not from material things, but from good environment relation that support productivity as well as family or friend relation. It's just a way of thinking that it can be connected. Frankly, I admitted that even though I belong to a poor family, I do not consider that I'm not privileged for how to live well as a human being. I remember that my privilege was when there were friends who could take me to college. My family is not considered middle class, not too poor either. Still sufficient in food. Yes, all of that is to be grateful for. If I didn't have friends who gave me information that if I entered college there was something free through a scholarship, maybe I wouldn't have gone to college. This is because the cost factor is not sufficient to pay for college, which is quite expensive for family. I'm very grateful to be able to continue my higher education without worrying about expensive tuition fees. So, speaking of privilege, in fact, everyone does have it, be it the poor, the middle, and the rich. But not all have the same kind of privilege. Poor people must have different privilege from rich people, in which the privilege is to both optimize life according to their respective position. Because of that, we can always accuse ourselves for not trying because we don't have privilege. When again, privilege is simply a mean and shall be such a means. Everyone has, but the type is different. Realize before everything ends. because the facility of privilege has a time and opportunity to come when we are alive, and we must really be aware of it. So friend, this is the end of me. I'm sorry if I have a bad pronunciation. Thanks for your attention. Goodbye and see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.